Okay, so what you're going to do is, first we're just going to go over the fact that we're in practice room with a mirror. So try your best to just check up on yourself, look in the mirror when you can. So when you're practicing for class, you know what everything looks like. You're not freaked out, like, oh, is it supposed to look like this? Maybe it should be this way, that way. None of that. Alright, so first we're going to start with adjusting your chair height. I adjusted it to my height, but it almost looks a little high for you. You want your knees to kind of be at a right angle. So maybe you could take the piano bench and lower it a little bit.
Which way is lower?
Whichever way is easier to turn. So.
Getting pretty low.
Alright. And you did a pretty good job sitting on the front edge of your chair there. You want to sit up straight, maintain your lovely posture, and yeah. Alright, so you're getting pretty close there. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I guess I have long legs.
Yeah,
but...
wow. Impressive, okay.
Alright, so,
I think
that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So see yourself in the mirror, you look good. Alright, so now you can pick up your cello, and we're just going to experiment with end pin heights for now, because you're never going to have like a set height for your end pin, because every chair you sit in, as you can see, is going to be a different height. So you can just like put it up and take it out a little bit, and then put the cello back down, and we'll see what the right fit is for you. I might have to scooch back a little bit. When you hold your cello, you want it...
This is too low.
That's definitely too low. You want this part to be in like your sternum area, and then when you have your head up nice and straight, you want your left ear to be brushing the side of the peg. And you don't want your cello to be completely flat or upright, you just want a nice angle. So even that, you can take your end pin out a lot more. So this part has to be kind of like right there. And if that's as far as it goes, you might just need a longer end pin. Alright, you could probably pick your cello up more a little bit.
I think we're reaching about the sternum.
About. It could be a little taller, but I mean, for now, I guess that's probably as close as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we should tune your cello. So before we tune your cello, we'll go over your bow hold. You can pick up your bow. I don't know if he explained this to you in class at all. Alright, so this is something new and exciting. When you're learning a bow hold, you always want to hold the bow with your left hand, so you figure it out, because you're never going to be supporting the bow with your right hand. It's always going to be on the string, and gravity's going to help you. So what you want to do is take your middle finger and ring finger and put it over the edge right here, and your middle finger should be covering this little silver knob, right, and your index finger just kind of falls over the edge, your thumb goes in here, and then there are two ways you can put your pinky. Mr. Wexler likes you to put your pinky on top so you can maneuver the bow this way. A lot of cellists and bassists also hold their bows with their pinky over the side of it like that. The idea being that you can use your whole hand weight or an arm weight to use the bow to catch the string. This way, with your pinky on top, is a little bit more maneuverable when doing string crossings and stuff. So you can make that decision for yourself. So let's just try making a straight bow across the string and getting a good core tone. And a good core tone, I might move this over here. Alright. So a good core tone would involve you getting the full sound out of your instrument. So you don't want like that little airy sound in front of it. So you want to catch the string and draw a bow. Yeah, it was a little difficult, right? So just try catching the string. Great. And I'll tune this in a minute, but let's get the straight bows. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you're drawing your bow, make sure that Alright, I'll let you figure this out. When you make a straight bow, which way does your elbow come when when you go make a down bow. Does it come up or does it come down?
Up.
Try it. Right. Your elbow has to come up a little bit. And then when you're going on an up bow, your elbow has to come down, right? Right. Good. So do that a few more times, but really make sure you catch the string. And go up. That was good. Your bow was really straight. Mine got crooked at the end there. But alright, so let's just do that on your other 3 strings.
What's your name?
We'll get to the A. Alright, now do your D. Good. Alright, good job. Alright, so now you'll take my A. And what you're going to do is you just turn the peg up here.
This is awkward.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. Now that we're all in tune, I guess we'll talk about your left hand frame a little bit here. So, when I say hand frame, Dr. Pasha's probably talked about this. It's not like hand frame, it's like hand frame. This is the shape it should be. We're going to move it around, and that's okay. So, the hand frame you want to use is like a soda can. So, you kind of just want to like act like you're going to pick up a cup, put it in a cello. Right. And then we'll get, we can actually practice playing, because you did plucking in class, you can practice drawing straight bows and just playing one note at a time, getting used to the spaces in between your fingers. So, let's start on the, oh, you got a tune? Alright. We'll go over, how about on the G string? It's a nice easy string to reach, or not. Over there. We're just going to play open G, and then A with your first finger. And then make sure you're watching where your contact point is. You don't want to be too close to the bridge, and you don't want to be on the fingerboard. You kind of want to be in the middle. The equator, I think he usually makes a reference to. And one more thing about the bow that I didn't say before. I know this is a lot of information. You don't want to tilt your bow this way like you would on viola or violin. You always want to tilt your bow a little bit towards the scroll.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different, but you'll get used to it. It also helps if you have, like if I play with my pinky over here, it helps with the gravity aspect. If you have your pinky up here, same thing. It's just, it helps, gravity helps you that way a little more. Right. So let's just do open G on the down bow. Let's do G for 2 bows, and then A for 2 bows. So we'll do half notes, I guess, as a bow. So 1, 2, ready, go. Check your bow, make sure it's straight. Check your contact point. Alright, good. So now we're going to add, we did G and A. Now we're going to add B. So you're going to play 3rd finger. So let's just play A and then B. Match my A.
Is my bow hold okay? Because I feel like I keep trying to make it back into the viola bow hold.
Your middle finger is sagging a little bit low. You just kind of want to keep it up a little bit. And, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good. One thing about your thumb, don't lock it in that position. You want to keep it like round and flexible. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, so let's just play A and B. Don't do this with your pinky. Yeah, there you go. Everything should be loose and ready to go. Alright, so I'll play with my pinky up there so you can watch my hand. Alright, ready? A. Let's just match that with my open A. B. Match my B. I'll switch to A. So now we can add all three notes. Do G, A, B. Yep. Ready? G, A, B. You want to do that again for your bow?
Yeah.
Alright. G, A, B. Good. Your bow was a lot better that time. Before we add in fourth finger, let's just go through all the open strings since you have your chord tone now, you're keeping track of your bow. Let's just do C, D, E, G, A, B. Okay. And we'll do two bows again for every note. 1, 2, ready, go. Then we go to G. Good. So now we're going to add in fourth finger. So let's just do C, D, E, F. And then two bows, just do that much. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. And we'll do the same thing on the G string, adding a fourth finger. Ready, go.
Should I be? I think I know. I already know the answer to this. I shouldn't be like. My thumb should be able to move, right? It shouldn't be like stiff against the neck.
Right. You want to keep your hand frame pretty relaxed. Your thumb is kind of like your anchor, but you'll find that sometimes you're going to need to move it.
Yeah.
So we just played a 1 octave C scale. I'm going to teach you the second octave, and then we're going to move on to the D scale if you have enough time, which involves extended fingering, and you'll find that if you move your thumb around, it helps a lot. So, yeah, good thought though.
Yeah.
So let's just do D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 4. Two bows. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Let's try that again.
How am I getting a harmonic?
Make sure you're getting your core sound. I don't know. Also, did you rosin your bow before you came?
I did not.
That's usually a good idea, just because, I don't know if you've taken bass yet. Probably not, right?
This is my first semester.
Okay. So, Mr. Geggy tells you not to put too much rosin on, but in cello, if you want a good core sound, you can usually swipe it a few times before you play every time.
Can I use my viola rosin, or should I buy special cello rosin?
If you see Glenn Griegel, he can give you some rosin.
Glenn Griegel.
He's the one that gave you your cello assignments. His door, I can point out to you later if you want.
Yeah, could you?
It's the
I think I need
double
to
door.
get my end pen sharpened. I was going to do that like right now, after this.
He's actually not in right now. I just checked because I wanted to get some more bass, cello resin. But if you send him an email, he can just go into your cello locker and sharpen it for you.
Okay.
And he could probably just put some rosin in there too if you ask him.
Sweet.
Alright, so let's do it, that 1, 2, 4 on the D string again. Good. What I noticed is when you're playing your first finger, your hand is kind of flying up like this a little bit. Try and keep it like the soda can hand frame where you keep all your fingers in line close to it. Don't go too far out like that. So let's just do that part one more time. That was good. And something that'll make it easier too is if you have your elbow out a little bit. Your elbow's kind of sagging like this. You don't want it to be straight up because that's obnoxious and not really necessary. But I mean, a little bit of a lift.
Like that?
Yeah, that's good. You can even go a little bit lower, but yeah.
Just not that.
Just not, you don't want to be scrunching. You want to be open and you want to have, you want to be able to breathe. Alright, so let's do the 1, 2, 4 on the A string. You're not going to go up to 4 in C scale, but it's good to
Yeah, do it anyway.
know that anyway. Alright. Alright, so let's try a C scale now. We'll do it slowly. We'll do whole notes, and then one note to a bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that over again. Yeah. Alright, so that's the finger pattern for C scale. They'll probably go over that with you in your next class. But I mean that's pretty simple and you can probably figure it out by ear. How much time do we have? Check that. Oh shoot, sign me on there. Alright, we're fine. So I mean if there's anything you want to go over, I have time, but if you want to be done, that's cool too.
You extend it like this, right? Should I practice that too?
Yep. That was really good. Nice. And then the other one he's going to have you do is G, which has a shift in it. Do you know, have you played G before?
Can we do the shift then?